earlier today in match play set. And he'll be taking on Lisa Maurice now, the number 2 seed, who incidentally with that win against John Richardson clinched the overall point championship in the 7 tournament. Even if she comes in 2nd place in this match, it'll give her a total of 226. If Louis Polumbo wins this one, that'll give him 50. He was in 5th place coming into this tournament. That would give him 222. And John Richardson with his now guaranteed 3rd place finish with 225.
In fact, Lisa Maurice has faced off in a tournament championship before with Louis Polumbo and has defeated Louis. So she's 1-0 in championship bowling action against him. And, an outstanding match coming up right here.
So we've had all kinds of things decided here early as Lisa Maurice gets set to open up our championship for the Scratch division.
Well, it's gone to form thus far, John. That is, the top-ranked seed has defeated the bottom seed each time, and let's see if Lisa Maurice can upset that tradition or that tendency to this point. And she opens it up with a couple of pins at 2 and 4 standing. And that, by the way, that gentleman we showed you before is her dad, Big Joe Maurice, who's #1 fan.
So Lisa already the overall point champion of the junior bowling circuit for Scratch division, as that match against John Richardson, who's come into this tournament as the #1 point total, and he'll finish up at 3rd, and Lisa already leading him by 1. That's with a 2nd place finish here. If she wins it, of course, she'll enlarge her point total. So she comes up with a spare there to open things up. And now we'll have our first look at Louis Polumbo. He had a 290 in match play set earlier today, and coming into today's action with a 207 average. Well, this young man can bowl.
Well,
excuses.
Excuses. There will be none today. We're down to the finals, and 290 was some game he rolled.
He leaves one standing on the open. Now he throws an interesting ball. Now whether that was his regular throw, we'll of course check it out as he continues on, but it seems to fly a little bit down the alley before it hits. Does have a lot of spin on the ball. You don't see anybody with a straight ball here.
No.
He goes all the way to the left side and pushes it right and picks it up.
Okay.
So the spare by both players to open it up here, Lisa Maurice and Louis Polumbo. And once again, at the conclusion of this match, we'll have the hacker down on the floor for our award ceremony with Tom Solimine, the director of the Junior Bowling Tour. Louis Polumbo working on a spare here in the 2nd. And again, he left one up. I think I'm a little more impressed this year with the caliber of bowling than we saw last year. Not to discredit the fine people we had last year, but this year they are a lot more top caliber players out here, a lot more even matches, I think.
I think you're absolutely right, John. The competition has been keener. Polumbo going across the alley, and he picks it up.
No, that's not boo they're saying, that's Lou. I always wanted to say that. So Polumbo with a roaring gallery of his own.
What I always wanted to know is what happens when Lou Piniella strikes out. Do they ever say, that's not Lou, they're saying, that's boo?
All right, Lisa Maurice now. She's also working on a spare here in the second frame.
Of course, she started off like a house afire and putting Richardson away. 4 of her first 5 balls thrown, strikes in the first 5 frames. Matter of fact, she opened with 3 consecutives, opened with a triple. And she comes in right there.
So Lisa takes a 1-pin lead in the first frame. A lot of credit, though, due to John Richardson, with Lisa opening up in a big hurry.
Oh, he didn't fold his tent and go home.
It was just that open frame that John picked up in the 9th frame that finally put it away. But it was nip and tuck with John constantly on the heels of Lisa throughout that entire match. But here, that one in the books, and our attention's turning to this championship. The last tournament of the 1983-84 season. And a real fine season, too, as we mentioned earlier. They've had 11 different champions throughout the tour this year in 2 divisions.
Speaks very well of the balance.
She got a little bit of a break there.
Looks like the number 4 pin standing. That would have been a very, if it were 410, it would have been a very, very tough split. Lisa, very patient bowler. Works at her own pace. She'll get this one.
No problem there. So Lisa now with 2 spares and a strike in her first 3 frames of work. And now Louis Polumbo. Wait a minute, Lisa.
She says, hey, I've had it with you guys talking behind my back.
All right, Louis Polumbo now from New Rochelle. He'll be working on a spare. Needs a strike here to stay even.
He got it when he needed it.
That keeps him right in there. Pinned down after 2.
Obviously happy about that occurrence. Gets a kick out of a lot of his friends in the gallery here. As we mentioned before, both bowlers with some pretty good ties here this afternoon.
Louis wants to have a little chat with Pete Leone, our cameraman. We're going to take a look from, if you were a gopher, this is what it would look like. And he left himself a tough split, too.
7-10.
Now they'll chase Leone out of there. That'll be the last time he'll be down there. All right. 7-10 split now for Lou Polumbo. Toughest one to pick up, but he really needs it here. All the way over on the left side. Nice try on it. Just brought it in a little bit to the left.
Went left, right, and exactly. He would have just have been teetering right on the very edge, the precipice of the gutter there.
The what?
Precipice, the very edge.
Oh.
So you were taking bowling, and I was in literature classes. Remember that?
Well, you've always been able to talk a good game.
Name that gargoyle.
All right, here's Lisa Maurice now in the driver's seat with Polumbo coming up with that open frame in the 4th. Lisa working on the spare.
The thought has occurred to me, John, picture this. Some fella in school sees Lisa Maurice, a nice attractive young lady, and says, gee, I think I'll ask her out Saturday night. I say, Lisa, would you like to go out and go bowling? And she says, oh, yeah, I bowl a little bit. And the poor guy comes out and rolls a 37, you know. And she's got a 600 or 700 series out there someplace, and the guy's ready to kill himself.
Want to bowl another?
Listen, fellas, invited to go out roller skating, ice skating, or whatever. Whew.
For her spare. Lisa's really on right now. She'll move down to the 5th frame. And again, that open frame going to hurt the competitors. Now there's one pin in lane 35 that's kind of rolling around. It's stuck in the mechanisms, and I believe that Lisa's a little disconcerting about that. You can see just in the corner, there's a little reset button. Boy, these guys are on a ball.
But it's still down there. You can see it on the left.
On the left side. See if they can get it out of there. There you go. I know there was a hand in there.
There's another one in there now.
All right, tournament director Tom Solimine behind. Oh, was that Tom back there? Oh, that's our electrician Tom back there.
All right.
Nice job. Nice hand, pal. Give him another hand. All right, now the alley set up for Lisa Maurice, 17 years old from Yonkers. The second seed coming into today's final tournament. She has already clinched the overall point championship. She did that with a win against John Richardson. She's working on a spare here in the fifth.
Yes.
Got them all.
She showed some emotion there, and she's been basically a cool customer, sort of an emotionless type out there, but she showed a little that time. Doing a little body English, knocking a couple more pins down.
Well, as you can see there, that gives her a 13 pin advantage against Louis Polumbo, who now really has his work cut out for him as Lisa continues to bowl very hot. And now Louis with the open frame in the fourth. He's got to put a string of strikes here together. Just a little off. That's the second straight split he's faced. Left himself with a 7-10 split in the fourth frame. Now he has the 4-6-7 split.
Some of the crowd milling around, their rooting interest at heart.
They run right through the middle. Tried to bang the 4-pin against the 7 and have it slip across, but he didn't get anything. So that's 2 straight open frames for Louis Polumbo.
And in facing Lisa Maurice, that's not good news.
He comes up with a strike there.
Yep.
Well, now Lisa Maurice, who really has this match in her